Hi, I'm Jessica from Jessica Wanders, and this is the 8th video in my Cooking Up My Cans series where I use my home canning in hopefully new and interesting recipe ideas, some viewer suggested ideas, and some that I find digging around on the internet or in my brain. I'll leave a link to the entire playlist if you're interested in watching the series from the beginning. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to see more videos from me. You can hit the notification bell and you'll be notified whenever I drop a new video as well. Let's see a few meal ideas I had this week. For like breakfast, lunch, brunch. For brunch, I'm gonna make up some kind of smashed peas. I've got this harissa sauce. I think I'll put on there too, make it a little bit spicy, some red pepperness with feta cheese. I'm gonna do eggs on top of that. I've got some bread I can toast up. So eggs on toast with harissa sauce and some smashed peas with feta. It's just gonna be a layers of goodness on my toast. For brunch is my plan. We'll see what it looks like. Incredibly skeptical about my ability to create 4 unbroken fried eggs under pressure because it stresses me out. I'm gonna add some oil and I'm gonna add some butter as well. So we'll see how many unbroken ones I get. Yay! Woohoo! So awesome. Salt. And some pepper. It's always been my mistake when I'm making fried eggs that I cook them too fast. So I just go slow. Got a little out of hand there for a second. And I'm probably just going to use half of these English peas for this smashed peas on toast kind of variation. Oh, they went in the pressure canner, so it really gets on there. There we go. About half of them up in here. Mix them with some harissa paste. These are really mushy peas. And I think that's probably enough. I think I'm going to add this harissa paste in with the peas and just heat them up. Harissa and smush them, which wouldn't be hard with these peas because they're so soft. So we're going to smush them in that, and I'm going to add, I don't have any sour cream. Many recipes call for sour cream, creme fraiche, and I don't have anything, but I have yogurt. So once it's all heated up, I will add some yogurt to that as well. So I was just looking for smashed peas on toast recipes, and it seems like you can mix the peas up with any kind of flavory type thing that you can think of. There's a lot of variations. But I did like the ones with the eggs on top. So that's why I'm doing these. Very nice eggs, fried eggs. But smashed peas, mushy peas, or smashed peas on toast seems to be common with feta. So I'm going to throw some of that in there too on top. I'm going to add a little bit of yogurt just to make it a little creamier. Yeah, see, that looks nice. Harissa smashed peas. Tastes pretty good, actually. There we go. Yep, that's okay. So first, we're gonna put some of this pea mix on the bread. Whoops. Just using up half of a jar of peas for this smashed peas on toast. It's pretty yummy. I don't know what you would do with leftover mashed up peas. Maybe just eat them because they taste pretty good with this harissa sauce in them. And then just a little bit of feta on each one. That seems to be all the rage. The smashed peas with feta cheese is like, I don't know, somebody did it on Pinterest or something. And sometimes people are putting an egg on top. And I also have harissa sauce to use up, so let's try it like that too. Honestly, I just only broke 2 eggs. Oh, you slid off too fast. 1 egg, 1 not broken egg. This egg, broken egg. Okay, this looks not too bad. My egg's okay, except it broke. Mr. Waters was like, oh, it looks like avocado toast, and I guess so. Green. Maybe this is the new avocado toast. Yeah, that's fine. Get your bread really crunchy. I think it tastes good with the harissa. The egg is fine, like a fried egg. The peas just taste like peas, and I like peas, so it's fine to have them in this too. Yeah, I would do this again. I think there's a mushy pea on toast, just toast, mushy peas on toast recipe as well. Yeah. I especially like it with the harissa in there because there's a little tiny bit of heat. I didn't put that much in. And the feta cheese is kind of nice. A little salty eggs with peas. Yeah, I give it a thumbs up. I would eat this again. Using up some peas in my canning and harissa paste. Awesome for breakfast. For some breakfast this morning, I am going to make French toast. I got this nice loaf of bread from the Flash Food app this week. I've got a couple of eggs, some cinnamon, some little bit of milk left in there, and a little bit of half and half left in there. Icing sugar for the top and cinnamon to put in this egg mix. And I'm trying to use up this grape syrup, which was never intentional. So it might look a little jelly syrupy. That's what I'm trying to use up. So French toast this morning with grape syrup for breakfast. I can't believe how cheap this bread was in the Flash Food app. I got 4 of these little loaves for $2.50. I should make them a little bigger slices for French toast. It's a pretty good deal. Oh, they're nice and soft on the inside. Oh, yeah, they're nice. There we go. I'm gonna cut one more thick one. Okay, I've got 4 nice thick slices. I'm gonna try it with 2 eggs, but I might need 3. Those are really thick pieces of bread. They might soak up a lot of egg. We'll give it a try. A little bit of cream. Let's just put cream in there, make it nice and thick. And I'm gonna add about 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. Kind of looks like it might need another egg. More egg and also a whisk. More egg. There we go. It's hard to get that cinnamon to mix up in there. You can always put it in a blender. That would work too. Oh, it smells really good. Okay, egg and cream and cinnamon. And we're gonna make some French toast. 3 eggs worked pretty well for that amount of bread. I really cut that bread pretty thick. So 2 for me and 2 for Mr. Wonders. I've seen him, I won't put anything on these ones, but I've seen him make peanut butter and jam or jelly sandwiches out of French toast. So yeah, who knows what he's gonna do with it. He can do whatever he likes with his French toast. Ooh. 2 beautiful French toasts. If I wasn't trying to use up my grape syrup, I might put lemon and sugar on these. I'm gonna try to go easy on the icing sugar this time. Can't remember, maybe it was mini Dutch babies that I put a lot of icing sugar on. Less icing sugar, maybe this much icing sugar? A little bit goes a long ways. I'll just tell you that right now. That was probably way too much, but here we go. Okay, that's enough. Then we need this wonderful syrup. Grape syrup. I wasn't intending to make grape syrup, of course. I'm sure I've mentioned it. There we go. It is kind of like has bits of, like it was uneven or something. Uneven processing is what it was. So some of it turned to jelly, and some of it didn't. It's gonna be lovely on here though. Grape syrup. Who can complain about that? If you had blueberries. Yeah, I'm gonna put some of these blueberries on top. There you go. And a couple of work lunch French toasts for Mr. Wonders to do whatever he likes with. I don't know, I suppose I have to taste test it, but it's going to be wonderful. I'm so happy that I got this bread for so cheap. My blueberries were frozen, but they thaw really fast, and I actually like frozen blueberries a lot. So there you go. If your grape jelly doesn't turn into jelly, you can always use it as pancake syrup. I've never intentionally made any of the fruit syrups in the ball or canning books because, you know, eventually, inevitably, I mess up one of my jellies and then we have syrup. So there you go. This is wonderful. French toast for breakfast with my Flash Food app bread. I'm impressed with that app. It's gonna be so great when I do the $21 a week grocery challenge. It's gonna be really, really helpful, I think. Gonna go eat breakfast. For lunch today, I'm not feeling super duper motivated, but I've got this imitation crab from the freezer, and I'm going to mix it with Kraft dinner. So it's going to be a imitation crab mac and cheese. I've got milk and butter to make the Kraft dinner. I've got some panko, very few panko breadcrumbs that I can put on top. And then I've got this red hot sauce, which to me tastes like a seafood sauce. And I think it would go nicely on top of this instead of ketchup, which I normally put on my Kraft dinner. With this crab Kraft dinner, I think I can use this red hot sauce instead of ketchup. So just for lunch, probably 2 to 3 servings. Well, with 2 boxes of Kraft dinner, it'd probably make 4 servings. Yeah, yummy, I hope. I think it'll be good. Salt. All right. This is actually Alaskan pollock. We just did a whole deep dive in the internet because I'm like, do you have to kill crabs to make artificial crab? And yeah, they do use crab extract. It's on the ingredients on the bag, but they make crab extract from the the shells of crabs. I don't know how. Maybe they boil it and make like a vanilla extract kind of thing out of it. But they use pollock because pollock is the least flavorful fish. And they can add that crab flavoring to it easily without it tasting like something else. So yeah, they do use some crab. If it says crab extract, which these ones do, they do use some, they do have to kill some crabs. To make artificial crab. There you go. There is my crab extract, or crab extract and wild pollock. There you go. A fine fish in its own right. I just saved some of my pasta water. I don't know, it makes it creamy. I don't know if you need to do that with craft dinner. But I don't want to not be in the habit. Always save your pasta water. Even when you're making craft dinner. I don't know if that's necessary. Oh, good. I don't know. I don't make my craft dinner according to the package directions because I find that it gets too runny, too watery for me. So I don't do it. So I just eyeball it. But you can follow the package directions for your craft dinner. Definitely. I start with butter and then the package ingredients. Am I literally showing you how to make craft dinner on YouTube? Is that a thing? Okay, I know you guys can make craft dinner. I really do. I really do know that. But we're gonna make it even better with imitation crab meat, and it's gonna be so good. And red hot sauce, seafood sauce, and that'll make it even better. Melty cheese bits. I'm just going to add a little bit of this pasta water that I saved because I'm in the habit of saving pasta water. It's a very Canadian food. We eat more craft dinner per capita than anywhere else on earth, I think. I'm going to add a few of these green onions from the freezer. That's the last of them. There's a huge crop in the garden right now. Then a little bit of milk. Doesn't look like it needs very much at all. Don't use too much or it gets really watery. Depends on how you like your craft dinner, I guess. I don't like it very soupy. All right, to this, we are gonna add some crab flavored pollock. Here we go. Actually quite a bit of this. All right, well that's a fun combination of colors. Super fast, super easy lunch idea. Okay, with this wonderful glowing craft dinner, I use turmeric in craft dinner to make it glow that orangey orange color. This looks like lovely. Feels like a $21 a week grocery challenge meal, but we're gonna make it fancier. It's not just regular. who knows? It's gonna be good. Look at all that crab pollock. Sometimes you just need an easy lunch, right? Okay, we are gonna open up this red hot sauce. There we go. Ooh, it's thick on the top. Yummy. Yeah, definitely right away smells like a really strong seafood sauce. Pretty thick. Nice. It's just a perfect seafood sauce. I don't know why they don't call it a seafood sauce, because it smells exactly like seafood sauce. Is it implied? Should I know that red sauce means seafood sauce? Maybe I should. I don't have very many of these panko breadcrumbs left, so I'm just going to put them on top just a little bit for crunchiness. And then I'm going to try and drizzle. This sauce is pretty thick. Like I want to drizzle it, but I feel like it's just going to like clump. Yeah, see? A red hot sauce on imitation crab mac and cheese for lunch. All right, let's try it. I mean, I like everything in here, so how's it going to be bad? Just maybe, is it good with that red hot sauce? That red hot sauce is actually hotter than I remember. Quite spicy. Just depends on what kind of peppers you use. I maybe should have just bit the bullet and put some fresh chives in there. But that's the last amount of chives I have in the freezer. The panko is nice, extra crispier, cheesy imitation crab, not strong flavor, and then that nice spicy red hot sauce. I often do tuna mac and cheese. I feel like I would do this imitation crab mac and cheese again. Yeah, thumbs up. For dinner tonight, I'm going to make up something I usually make a lot with my tomato sauce that I can, and that's just spaghetti. But I'm going to use a suggestion from Susan Choja. I hope I said your name right. And she suggested or said that she puts olives. I've got green olives, and then I've also got some green olives that I can use with feta cheese in her spaghetti sauce. So I think that will be quite new to me. I've never done that before. So hopefully it's super yummy. I'm going to use this mild Italian sausage meat, this tomato sauce, the olives, the feta cheese. I've got this spaghetti, and then I bought this loaf of French bread, and I thought I would do up some garlic bread. I've got butter, and I have this Italian seasoning mix, which has like garlic powder and Italian seasonings and a little bit of Parmesan maybe on the toast for dinner, for a spaghetti dinner. Just realized that my Italian seasoning says marmalade candy. I tried to make marmalade one year, and I overcooked it and it turned into rock solid. I called it marmalade candy. Anyways, that's not what this is. I just use old lids for storage. Yes, and some onion and some green peppers that I pulled out of the freezer, and I'm just going to chop up too. And I've got one small onion. Maybe half a cup of green onions. Some of them are orange, turned orange. Some salt and pepper in there. And I just remembered that I picked up some fresh mushrooms in my grocery haul, so I'm going to add a few mushrooms. Fresh mushrooms. Let's give them a rinse and throw them in. There's 3 mushrooms, 3 large mushrooms. Put some more oil in the pan. And this Italian sausage meat. The Italian sausage meat. All right, put all of our goodies back in. This is 1 liter or 1 quart of tomato sauce, homemade canned tomato sauce. And I put a fair amount of seasonings in it. This isn't as seasoned as my Italian tomato sauce. That's a big jar to use up. I'm making a mess already. Excellent. I have to add a little bit of salt and sugar to my tomato sauces. I just don't like that really, really fresh, raw taste of tomatoes. I think there's other ways to do it too. And I'm not going to add any spices. That Italian sausage has spices in it, and so does the tomato sauce. I did add some pepper and some salt, but I'm not going to add any more like oregano. I've got the green peppers and the onion. I think it should be okay. There's another empty jar. Yay, that's a big jar. I hope our fruit trees do well this year. I need some juices like apple juice. Everything's looking good. Everything's in bloom, and we aren't supposed to have any hard frosts or anything. So hopefully the summer isn't too hot. Gonna make some nice garlic bread. Okay guys, I'm gonna crumple my parchment paper. So that it lays flat. It worked out fine. There we go. So thank you, Roxanne, for your tip to crumple up your parchment paper, and then it'll lay flat. Look at it, flat. A little bit of that. So I'm not the olive person in my family. Mr. Wanders is, but I've got these olives with pits in them. Fancy olives, but they're really hard to, gosh, they're super soft. And they don't really, they're a bit like not soft peaches. Oh, this is a disaster. They don't really come out of their pits really easily. How are you supposed to eat that? Exactly. Just pop it in your mouth and then spit the seed out, right? I'm gonna maybe put 2 of these in there. 3. I'll put 3 in. Not sure, was there a better way to get the pits out? I mean, I'm sure this isn't what you're supposed to do with them. I could just throw them in, pits and all, but that would be dangerous if you're not expecting an olive in your pasta sauce. That's not totally horrible. They're not as big as like Kalamata olives or something. I feel like that went well enough that I'm gonna do 1 more. I think they're smoked or something. I'm not an olive connoisseur. Maybe I should try a little bit. Yeah. Those taste exactly like olives. They're not, I can eat them, but they're not my favorite. Depth of flavor, like 4 of these olives. It doesn't seem like much. A teaspoon, maybe 1/4 teaspoon. I think I need t-shirts that say, I think I need a t-shirt. Maybe it's my first swag idea. I need a t-shirt that says, I don't hate you, but you aren't my favorite. Because that's how I feel about a lot of some things. Olives, I mean, I don't hate it. It's not my favorite. As I get older, black olives are getting less offensive, but green olives are still kind of iffy. I mean, I don't hate them, but they're not my favorite. I think maybe my taste buds are dying. I'm finding that I can tolerate spicier things. I don't hate black olives, you know, but they're not my favorite. Definitely a good reason to keep trying things as you get older, because your tastes change and you get used to certain flavors, and then you never know. Like, I'm sitting here thinking maybe I kind of enjoy these black olives. It's weird. Just keep trying things because you never know when you're gonna like something. Oh, those garlic breads look nice. And they smell good too. And I did catch some pasta water to add to my sauce. Lovely. It has olives in it, and we're going to also top it with some feta and some more olives, more black olives. You know, I think it won't be bad. I think I'm into this. I mean, I love feta cheese. I'm learning to love olives. Who knew? People change. They grow and they change and they like different stuff, and that's what happens. All right, does that make a pretty picture? Here we go. This horrible lighting on rainy days. It's such a rainy day today. There's lunch, or not lunch, there's dinner. It is dinner. It's gonna be at least 2 people. You know, I added pasta water and it's still super runny. So maybe I should have boiled it for a long time after I added the pasta water. I'm not sure. Anyway, there it is. Feta and olive. Thank you, Susan Choja, for the suggestion to add feta cheese and olives. Let's give it a try. It's still a bit runny for the pasta sauce, even with the pasta water in the sauce. That's okay. That's why we have crusty bread. Thumbs up for me. I like the flavor combination. Feta and olives in my pasta. Who knew? It's a little bit different, but I can see how if I tried it a couple of times, I would be hooked on that. Mr. Wanders will like that because he likes olives and he likes heavy Italian seasoning. I think because of the mild Italian sausage with the heavy Italian seasonings, it's a little bit over seasoned with Italian seasonings, but that has nothing to do with the olives and the feta. Maybe has something to do with the fact that I also added it to my garlic bread. This is great. Version, a twist on my regular spaghetti. Thank you so much, Susan Choja, for the suggestion of olives and feta. It's fun to do something different. Okay, guys, that is the end of this week's Cooking Up My Cans meal ideas. I actually didn't get as many done as I had planned to, but that's okay. We'll just carry on. There isn't actually a lot left in the cabinet. And I think that I kind of have lots of suggestions from people of what to do with all of this stuff. If you have any other suggestions, feel free to leave it in the comments below. You never know if I'm gonna think it sounds amazing. If you like the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and click my face to subscribe to see more videos from me. You can hit that notification bell to be notified when I drop new videos. I'll leave a link to the entire Cooking Up My Cans playlist up here, as well as the grocery haul meal ideas this week. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks, guys. Bye, guys. See you next week. Oh, I might be doing some Cooking Up My Cans in my camper because we're going camping this week.